Hi Cancer, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Today we're taking a look at future energies as it pertains to love, life in general, and career. Okay, I feel like a lot of the energies coming in right now for you has a lot to do with work and possibly public image. You know, taking a look at things around work that's working and what's not, you know, releasing things that's not. But let's take a look. My name is Letty. Thank you for stopping by. If you feel led, make sure you like, share, comment. Subscribe if you have not. Make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified in case I post a new content or if I go live. Okay, we're going to tap into the energies around love for you first, Cancer. Okay, I hope you guys are doing well today, rested and ready for next week. What's coming in the future in regards to love for Cancer? Future in regards to love for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Future in regards to love for Cancer. Alrighty. Future in regards to love for Cancer. Future in regards to love for Cancer. All right, so we have Temperance, the Moon, Strength, the Sun, and Charity. Okay. So for you, in terms of love, Cancer, so we have Temperance, the Moon, and Strength. So we have Sagittarius, Pisces, and Leo energy here. We also have the Sun, which is Leo energy again. And then we have Charity. And so, first of all, I feel like this could be a time where the focus coming in the future will be mostly around staying balanced, not getting out of balance, especially as it pertains to work/love, life energy. This is all about staying balanced. And also being mindful of situations that you find yourself in the future, because some of the things in regards to relationships, if you are in a connection right now, Cancer, if you leave them unattended, like when energy gets a little bit, you know, stifled, if you leave it unattended, you run the risk of having it turn into misunderstanding. And so in the future, there could be things that need to be addressed rather than just ignored when it comes to your partner, your relationship, just to keep it from, you know, getting out of control. You know, keep the emotions from running away from you. And this is all about listening to your heart and your head, right? It's about balance, not being too heady, but not being too emotional either. If you're looking for a relationship right now, this may be an open time to really stay balanced, right? Even if you're open to date, to make sure that you have plans in place so that you don't run away with looking for love, but that you stay balanced and you stay focused in your everyday life. You know, even if you do meet someone, not run away with that relationship because you feel like you've met someone and this could be the one, right? Not running away with everyday practical life. This is all about balance right now for you in the future here. Spirit is wanting you to make sure that you are also tapped into your own heart and not be so hard on yourself, Cancer, when it comes to love. Forgive yourself, you know, And don't live in that space of guilt, is what I hear Spirit saying. In the future, you may have situations that arise that lend to or attempt to place you in that guilt energy, but Spirit doesn't want you to go there. Okay, so forgive yourself, let it go, be free. The moon is bringing in the energy of indecision. The moon is very elusive energy. Things may not seem very clear right now, whether you're in a connection or whether you are looking for someone. Things don't feel very clear right now. They feel very elusive, possibly very darkened, like things are not out in the open if there is something there. And it could be a time too, where things do feel very rocky. You might need to be careful in the future here. We may be in a time where the tides are high, which causes the emotions to be unsettled and unstable. You may find yourself feeling very high one day and very low the next when it comes to love. And so this is illuminating indecisions. Like there could be things that need to be dealt with, but you don't feel like dealing with them, and you're just putting them, in the back to be dealt with later. This could be also revealing some level of fear here in the future around love, hidden fears about love that might be surfacing in the future. And for those of you that are in a connection, these things that arise, right, might actually reveal even a little bit of conflict with your belief, right? You may have opportunities to examine your deeper feelings about love, about your lover in particular. And these may be things, like I said, that you have been avoiding, but you may not be able to avoid them in the future. These are things that's going to surface that will need to be dealt with. And this could be past issues, that has been avoided because it has the potential to lead to coming to the understanding that this could mean the end of a relationship, right? And so there's this avoidance that's been happening that I feel like in the future you're going to need to confront, okay? Whatever this is that's been avoided. And so this is a time to really be tapped in and not only tap in, but also fortify, right? Because this is going to be a high tide of emotions. And so just to make sure that you don't run away with yours, you're going to want to make sure that you're grounded, okay? And not to really allow yourself to worry about it, because things are going to take place the way that they need to. If you're someone that's looking for a relationship, the moon could definitely just be an uncertain time where you're not sure what's coming or what the future holds. When it comes to you finding love, you're just kind of like slowly gravitating towards it, not putting a lot of effort into it. But in the future, you may be offered a chance of some kind when it comes to love, even though you're not feeling it, right? I feel like Spirit is going to give you a chance to lurch out at love in the future here. For some of you Cancers, with the strength, this is being courageous. It's being courageous. The strength usually symbolizes lots of experience that has, it's like the things that would cause you to be strong. Experience, what is that saying? Never ask for patience, because what does God do? God gives you tribulation, right? It's that kind of energy. And so the strength lends to courage and love. It's like you have, you've been through things, and those things that you've been through have dealt some lessons, has offered some wisdom, most definitely. And those things have come through the experience of those things. So it may have been very difficult. Many would define it as difficult. And that could actually be something that you've been dealing with, or that you will, we're talking about future, you will be dealing with, is recognizing the dangers of love. That's what this feels like to me. Recognizing the dangers of love and what that entails, for some of you that's been avoiding certain conversations in your relationship, or just avoiding love altogether, this is why. This is why. It's because you understand what comes with that. First of all, it takes courage to step out into that, because you understand that it has the potential to open up a can of worms, right? And it's like, who has time for that? I hear some of you saying that. We don't have time for that, right? But in the future here, there's going to be this energy of opening up and taking a chance. And in the relationship, there's going to be a little bit of testing of your patience, Cancer. Your partner may test your patience. And like I said, being careful that you don't allow your emotions. This is my third time saying it, so it must be important. Make sure that you don't allow the emotions of these situations and these conversations that's going to come up in the future to get out of hand, right? Instead of matching the energy, no matter how aggressive the energy is that comes at you, or how condescending it is, right? Sometimes we do things because we just want a reaction. We want to know, well, do you still care? So let me just push your little buttons just to see if you still care. If you respond, right, the way that I am pushing you, then that means you still care, right? Some of us think like that. That doesn't mean you still care. That just means you're emotional, right? But there may be situations like that that's coming up here that's going to test your buttons. So instead of responding with that same energy, like, go for, self-control instead, and not retaliation, but go for understanding. Instead of reacting, respond, right? That's what Spirit is saying here. Also, for those of you that are in relationship, there could be some level of something brewing on the inside of you. And it may not have anything to do with your partner. It could just be internal conflict, where you kind of feel torn between two paths at this point, or two specific things that you need to act or make a decision, and you have two specific decisions that you can choose. You feel torn between them. And, you'll be forced to make that decision. If you are currently looking for love, I feel like this could be a time to hold back for a while. If it does approach you in the future here, this might be a time to be a little bit more reserved when it comes to love. Because I feel like for some of you, you could possibly find yourself in a position of being challenged in some type of way. Maybe someone is trying to make you do something that you don't necessarily want to do. There's some type of power struggle that could be coming up here in the future that you'll find yourself dealing with, for those of you looking for love. And be careful too in the future here with strength here of not being, in that energy of illusion, being stuck in fantasy world. Be careful of not being obsessed, finding yourself being obsessed with, someone that has grabbed your attention. But this might be a time to exercise restraint and be a little bit reserved. This is actually a time to actually acknowledge and become acquainted with your strengths, with the strength card, as well as your weaknesses, right? Knowing those, what those are, being acquainted with them is going to be useful in this time, right? Not denying that you don't have any weaknesses, but actually being real with yourself and understanding that is actually what is empowering. Okay, Cancer. Now, for the challenge, I feel like for some of you, happiness has eluded you when it comes to love, because the sun is usually fulfillment, happiness, success. You know, we're talking about love, future love. It's coming together, being fulfilled in life, but it's coming in as a challenge. So I feel like in the future here, you may find that love, you feel like love has eluded you, or this fulfillment in love that we all sign up for love for, right? You feel like you have not felt that way, either in a while, or you haven't had that type of connection, right? Where you have felt that level of fulfillment around life. It eludes you. I feel like it is the challenge that you'll realize here in the future. This may be something that actually comes in and maybe bothers you a little bit. For some of you, this could represent a past relationship that you realize did not really turn out the way that you had desired. Because the sun is actually celebratory energy, it's success, it's even wealth, you know, a wealth of love, but it's coming in as a challenge, which says that you haven't had that, or you've had a hard time having that or maintaining that, right? However that resonates, it's coming in as a challenge in the future. So there's some recognition of this or the lack of this. But when it's all said and done, charity comes in. And so with charity, this is unconditional love. Charity is unconditional love, as we see her with one hand out, you know, the gesture of sharing, one hand touching her heart. She has the pelican, or is that a stork? It's either a pelican or a stork at her foot, who's very guardian over her, very protective, right? Of her and the egg right there down at her side, right? And so it feels like there's been a high level of protection over your heart, you know, in the past. And moving in the future, the energy of chariot, which is Cancer energy, the energy of chariot, of moving. So some of you may be moving for love. Interesting. Okay. The energy of charity, in the future is actually what's going to be realized for many of you, okay? And again, I feel like this particular energy represents passion, you know. It is actually Aphrodite, Venusian energy. I guess it could be compared with the Empress, but it's a more theological, it has more of a theological feel to it with charity, and more virtuous, right? But it does feel very Venusian and, you know, with an Aphrodite type of feel to it. And she's making a gesture of giving. Yeah. And it has some connotation of possibly extending this love, not just a romantic love, but this is more like an extension to community um, and family. It's almost like extending a level of generosity and being trustworthy, reliable, loyal. It's that kind of love. It seems much deeper to me though. It feels a lot deeper than like a romantic love. This feels like something that emanates out towards all. It's beautiful. And so if you're in a relationship in the future here, the type of relationship will be one where there is this unprecedented amount of reciprocation of love. You share this great, passionate love that actually emanates out to others, especially those that are close to you, like relatives or friends or even children. And it's very mature, high level, mature, and it's long term, and it almost feels like this would be between an older couple as well. And so whatever this is, for those of you that are currently in a relationship in the future, like this is the type of love that you will enjoy. Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's like grandma and great grandma and granddaddy love, 20-year, 30-year, 40-year love with power. It's that kind of love. If you're looking for love, this could represent possibly someone who's older than you, or someone who's actually very evolved in their perspective, in their outlook on life right now. And this person would be the type of person that would be different than everybody else. Instead of trying to impress you, this person would offer some type of gift, right? Instead of trying to be impressive, the person would take another route. They would stand out. They would be different. And so look out for those things if you're actually looking to connect, right? Because I feel like this is going to be a very different type of connection. And that's what I see for you in love, Cancer. Feels really good. Feels really good. Let's see. What lessons? What lessons are coming for Cancer in the future, just around life in general? What lessons will be coming for Cancer in general in the future, just around life? Let's take a look. If you're liking this video, please take a moment to stop, share, comments. Let me know if it's resonating, how it's resonating. Thank you. And if you have not subscribed, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell, okay? So you'll be notified in case I go live or if I post new content in the future, okay? What else is coming in the future for Cancer in regards to life lessons? All right, so I have nature, protection, and caching. So for some of you, I feel like there could be lessons coming in around nature, right? And I can't help but think of just needing to take time in general to actually connect. Um, there's some level of divine energy. I feel like that you are going to have um, some connection with that might offer lessons to you. And this may be around you connecting with Mother Nature. And the fact that there is not a lot that can hold Mother Nature back, and I'm getting the picture of um, a seed planted underneath concrete, but somehow it makes its way up through the concrete. It finds a crack in the concrete somewhere and makes its way up, right? And the lesson in that is that nature always finds a way. I don't know who that's for, but that's part of the lesson that you will be learning in the future, is that nature will always find its way, no matter how we try to suppress it or how our plans, because we're thinking of, how society has really grown away from nature, right? We use nature for our own plans and our own benefits, but we don't really consider nature a lot. And so, but nature will always find its way forward, right? I don't know why I'm hearing that. Mm-hmm. And so the second thing that you are going to learn in the future here, lessons around seeing the divine energy as it pertains to nature and all that's around you, despite what we've done with nature. See what nature has done. See the divine energy of nature, even in what we've done with it, right? Spirit is some lessons around that, how nature always will break through. Also, there is an energy around protection coming in here, providing lessons in the future. And this may be around protecting something that's very important to you. This could be an idea I'm hearing. This could be a person. This could be something that belongs to you, something that you are nurturing and growing. And this could also be the understanding of understanding that you are protected, that there's always something present greater than we are, that sees everything, that watches everything, that's a part of everything. There could be lessons coming in around that as well. So I don't know if there's going to be times in the future here where you're going to feel like you need to be protected. Spirit is going to show you, or there's going to be things that actually demonstrate the level of protection that we have at all times. Yeah. And if there's anything that makes you hesitate from moving forward, Cancer, this is going to be a lesson around trusting and not allowing things to get in the way of what you're doing. Yeah. And then lastly, with cashing, Spirit is saying just keep moving forward. Okay. Lastly, with cashing, this is about um, putting something away, like almost like investments or like a savings, putting something away for later, planting. Yeah. And so this could be the perfect time, and you may be learning lessons around investing or the benefits of putting something away with anticipation for it for later. So I don't know, this could go both ways. This could be about you placing something to the side and saving it for later, some lesson around that. And could be around the lesson of understanding the potential of that, or the lesson around possibly taking something for granted, like setting it to the side and saying, oh, I'll get back later, right? So it could be either or. There's something about lessons around placing something or putting something away for later. And I'm seeing lots of clouds over this bird too. And so it's almost like not really understanding like what's to come. The clouds give me a very hazy feeling, right? Not really having a clear understanding of what's to come. And so, but there's lessons around that. Caching, like putting something away for later. Not sure. Maybe Spirit will want you to actually utilize what you have. I don't know if this is being perceived in the future as like hoarding or taking something for granted. I'm not sure, but there's something around putting something away for later that I'm hearing. I'm just going to get a little bit of clarity on this one. So why is caching here for Cancer? Why is this a lesson Cancer will be learning? Why is caching a lesson Cancer will be learning? Can you clarify this for us, Spirit, please? Thank you. Yeah. So the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Discs. Yeah, so it almost is. It almost feels like, I don't know, like a selfishness, a hoarding, not making good on what it is that you have. That's the energy I'm getting. Or not using it to the max potential, not getting all of the benefit out of something that you have. So either taking something for granted or this hoarding energy. So there may be lessons around that, Cancer. Okay. That's what I'm getting for you. Let me go ahead and take a look at your career energy, the lessons coming in around career for Cancer in the future. Let's take a look. I'm thinking about, there is a lesson, what do we call them? There was a Bible lesson about talents, right? And how everyone was given a certain amount of talents. One person was given one person was given 4, and one person was given 10. The person that was given 1 talent hid his away and buried it. The person that was given 4, I think he hid his away too. He used 2 of them and he hid the other 2 away, I think. And then the one that was given 10 went and invested his and multiplied it and brought back 20, right? And they all, when it was time to, show what they had done with what they had, one dug his up, his one, and he brought his one back, and he was frowned upon. The second person brought the 2 that he saved. He used 2 and saved 2. He brought those back. He was frowned upon. Now the last person who had 10, who went out and sold all 10 of his, I think I'm saying this right. He brought what he had done with his. I think he might have lost some, but he brought back what he had left. And he was, shown favor because he didn't hoard what he had or what she had. He actually used it and made good with it and shared it, even though there was some that was lost. And so the parable was about using it, using what you've been given, not hoarding it or hiding it away. We've been given talents and gifts to share, right? I don't know if that's significant for someone, but that's what I'm hearing, okay? All right, so in terms of work for Cancer, what lessons will be coming in terms of work for Cancer? In terms of work for Cancer. Okay. Ooh, lots of high-level energy here. In terms of work for Cancer. So I have the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So first of all, this definitely feels like a high-level frequency when it comes to work, high-level work. And so there could be lessons around working with individuals who are masters at what they do. And you could be either learning or you could be, sharing what you know. But I feel like there is possibly lessons around when we have the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups represents compassion, using the intuition, really carrying this very comforting energy, right? Really carrying like a mother-like, nurturing energy, a person who can be trusted and who offers healing support. There could either be challenges around this person that you're working with or around this energy, Cancer. Mastering this energy. I also have the King of Wands, which represents a very high level of entrepreneurship energy. Like they're the person that you want on your team when you need something done. Highly motivated. Not afraid to stand out, right? Very courageous, a little bit of charming, inspirational, very witty. He carries very motivational energy, high level energy. And so either you are learning lessons around mastering this energy, or you could be working with someone who carries this energy and there'll be lessons around working with them. It's the same for the Queen of Pentacles. Very prosperous energy, grounded, connected to Earth, Mother Earth. She also carries nurturing energy, but it's connected to not just people, but it's connected to everything, to the earth, really. It's earth energy. And very grounded and secure energy. This is the person who probably has lots of connections, lots of opportunities that they're able to offer, who provides safe space, right? And so there's lessons around carrying this energy, right? So we have three major energies here: the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Two feminine energy, one masculine energy. And so there may be challenges around moving. Career-wise, the masculine energy is moving energy, and then about being receptive with these feminine energies. And so there could be some things that are being balanced out, Cancer, within your work balance, within your work life, within the energies that you're working in with what you do. And I feel like a lot of this is fast moving energy with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. You may, in fact, find yourself traveling. That may come in as a challenge, or lessons around being, equipped and ready to travel at the drop of a dime, quick movement, quick decisions. You could have opportunities coming in that catch you off guard in the future here, and you'll have to actually respond on the drop of a dime and move. And so it behooves you really to be in a very balanced energy, because that's when you're able to make the best decisions, right, on the spot of the moment. Now, I do see coming in as a challenge, there are lessons around working independently for someone, possibly even challenges around possibly not seeing things coming in as quickly, or a reciprocation of what it is that you're pouring out. Possibly not seeing the rewards that you desire financially. I do see that as being a lesson. So I don't know, or it could also be that there is too much independence, right? Too much independence. This is Virgo energy. Very equipped energy, very protected, very self-sufficient, self-reliant. That's coming in as a challenge. So it could be, opening up in some type of way and allowing people to come in and help you more. I'm seeing that as a challenge. This could also being too comfortable for some of you, being too comfortable in your own space. And so, but in the outcome, I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Listen, you don't get no better than that with the job. And so I'm seeing definitely lots of creative energy, new business relationships, new projects, new businesses, creativity pouring forward, new levels of fulfillment. You could possibly be tapping into things that you didn't even really know you loved. You could be tapping into things that align with you, and you never even knew these things existed until someone introduces them to you. And this is actually going to open up a whole new set of opportunities for you in the future here. And this could represent these high frequency energies that are showing up in your reading. You could be meeting people from a whole new place. I do see travel out here, right? And so you could have a whole new slew of experiences coming in for you in the future, Cancer, that's going to open up a can of whoop ass, okay? That's going to be super enjoyable, super fulfilling for you. It's going to actually create a whole new passionate experience for you. This is exciting. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. And it has unlimited potential. As far as you would want to carry this would be as far as the rewards that you want to bring in. Like, it has unlimited potential. This could actually be new streams of income, opportunities for that, the possibility to actually invest, right? And even actually to step into a higher level operation, a higher level of position for some of you. But it is dealing with prosperity and fulfillment, loving what you do and making money doing it. And so lots coming in for you in the future. So that is for you. The energies that came out, I have the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo energy, or I'm sorry, Gemini energy, Sagittarius energy, Scorpio energy, Taurus energy, and Virgo energy. Yep. So that's what I have for you. Looks really good. What's headed towards you in the future, Cancer. But overall, I really do feel like you're heading into a time where you'll be dealing with a lot of 10th house energies, things that really are dealing with work for you and your public image heading into the future. And you could be making a lot of decisions around that, just kind of deciding the things that you want to move forward with and the things that are no longer working, and making decisions in those areas. And so, but it feels really good. Love feels like it actually is going to deliver possibly some challenges, but from those challenges will come clarity. And job definitely feels good in the future. I feel like you're headed to lots of fulfillment and opportunities and a renewal of passion. If you've gotten boring with the work that you do, I feel like in the future here, it's going to offer you some new things to jump out of bed about, okay? All right, that's for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you all. Make sure that you like, share, comment. I'm going to post a video here. If you like this video, maybe you'll like this one too. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell so you'll be notified in case I go live or post new content. With that being said, have a great evening, Cancer, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.